Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be making Nigerian Akara, a breakfast menu that is served in Nigeria with bread, pap or custard. So to make this you need seasoning cubes. This is completely optional. You need scotch bonnet pepper, 2 spring onion, which is a great addition to Akara. Trust me, I love the flavor it adds to Akara. You need beans. I'm using black-eyed peas. You can also use brown beans if that's what you have. Lots of onion and salt. To begin, I'll soak the beans in water for about 10 minutes. I just want it to soften a little bit before I break it up in a blender. You can also wash this with your hands by rubbing it against your palm. That way all the skin or most of the skin will come off, but I'm going to be going through this shortcut. So 10 minutes later, the beans have absorbed a little bit of water. Now I'll add in the beans into the blender in sections and add water. Add enough water to cover the beans you have inside the blender, and then with a pause button you're just going to blend, stop until you can visibly see that the beans have broken up in pieces. So here I'm trying to show you close up what it should look like. It's broken in pieces, not smoothly blended. Yeah, so once it gets to this point, just pour it into a bowl and then continue with the rest until everything is done. So once everything is ready, I'll go in with my hands and loosen everything up, because sometimes you still find that some of the skin is still attached to the beans. So once that is done, I'll just continue to sieve, add fresh water, sieve until all the skin is completely out of the beans. And OCD won't let us see road. I made sure I removed every single skin I could find. So once the beans is nice and clean, soak it in clean water for another 2 to 4 hours. This will help the blending process to be easier, a lot more easier. So 30 minutes before it was time for me to blend the beans, I went ahead to cut up the onion. Remember I had 2 onions, so I blended 1.5 onion with the beans while I diced up half onion, the spring onion and pepper. Just like this, set it aside because I'm going to add that lastly into the beans just before I fry the akara. So I soaked mine for 4 hours. This was 4 hours later. So now is the time for me to blend. I'm going to add them in batches into the blender, add onion and 2 seasoning cubes. I blended the whole beans I used for this akara twice. So I ended up using 2 seasoning cubes instead of the 3 I showed you guys at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead now and add very little amount of water and blend until it is very smooth. When you are adding the water, add it little at a time because you want the batter for the akara to be thick. You don't want it runny. So add very little amount of water and blend. In most cases, if you soak for a longer time, you may not even need to add water because the beans will be soft enough. But because I soaked for just 4 hours, I needed to add a little amount of water. So once that's smooth, I'll pour it into a bowl, continue with the rest of the process and add that to it. So next, with a hand mixer, I'll whisk these beans until it has doubled in size. The aim here is to incorporate air into the beans. This is what our parents used to do those days. You see them turning these beans with mortar and pestle until it is very light and airy. So we have it easy. Just whisk away with your whisk, and that's it. So just looking at this, you see how light and airy it has become. Now I'm going to show you a before picture so you can see the difference. See how it is still looking scattered and water is even in some part, while this other one is looking all nice and airy. So at this point, I'll add in the chopped onion, pepper, spring onion and salt. Whisk everything together and then fry. So when you are frying, make sure your oil is not too hot so that the akara will be cooked through. You don't want it to be raw inside when it's already brown outside. So you're going to just fry. I'm using a spoon. You can use an ice cream scoop for this, but the spoon did the job. So I'm just going to scoop them in Flip it over to the other side once the other side is brown, so the other side can cook too. And that's it. I'll continue to flip back and forth until it is golden brown. I like mine golden brown, so I'll just keep turning back and forth until I am satisfied. And the end result of this akara is a fluffy bean cake in the middle and a nicely brown outside, guys. It was so yummy, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ngozi. Consider subscribing, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.